It is Wednesday afternoon, the 24th of September 2014, and I've said to you before that as an architect I get out quite a lot on site to look at projects. I'm here on the roof of a project I'm doing right now. It's a very messy add-on for a school in the area, and I've come out to take a look at the roofs. This is a very difficult add-on. The school is out of space. The building that I'm on right now has been added on 1, 2, 3, 4, approximately 5 times, and they're out of space. Very old roofs here that I'm on, and very old buildings at the back. Now what I have to figure out is how to give them more space and potentially use this courtyard here and figure out a design that takes into account all of the level changes. There are about 4 level changes here between the buildings, and somehow I have to join everything together and come up with a new design with a new cafeteria, new classrooms, and fit it all in here and blend all of this together. So it's quite a challenging job, this particular one. And I'm out here at another project. So the one project I've been showing you so far has been bidding, and bids closed yesterday afternoon, and it looks like it's going pretty well. That is the high school I designed. This is another project I'm working on, the intermediate school. A couple of months ago I showed you a video clip where I was up on that roof there checking out the area and figuring out what to do. This is the area I have to build in and come up with a design. The original building was over there. It's been added on to 4 or 5 times, and other buildings like this old gymnasium built here. Plus over to the right, that whole building there we are demolishing. This one, the old cafeteria ahead, will stay and will be converted into a choir and band area. And very messy sloping site here, multiple elevations. And if I go into the gym, we are also doing some remodeling in the gym here to fix it up, to replace the floor. And as I've said, I may have said to you before, at times as an architect you have to be a bit of a detective to figure out what's going on. So I've come out with Bryce. We're measuring here, verifying various elements. I have notes of things I need to do that we're checking as we're in the process of doing our construction documents for this project. This is the intermediate school in Bullard, which is south of Tyler. The area is growing tremendously, and the school is having us do this work in preparation for their bond, which is due in May, and it looks very positive, and it looks like this. It is 5:20 on October the 30th, 2014. Late afternoon, early evening, and I thought I would just show you quickly. This is where I'm figuring out this building. It's a very difficult add-on with multiple additions to the building and multiple floor elevations that I'm dealing with. Also a very tight budget, so I have to try and do everything as economically as possible. Basically I have to build in the existing building, runs around there, back there, all of these add-ons across to here, down to here. The yellow here is another building. There's another building in there that we're demolishing, and I have to add multiple classrooms and build on here in this courtyard space. If I turn off the roof you can see into it, and if I turn off the grades somewhere here, I have a layer for existing grade elevations to help me. You can see my plan through there and what I'm trying to do. And coming into the dining room here, it'll be something like that. And figuring out the structure and the heights and how this whole thing works together with these multiple floor elevations and what have you. So it's an interesting part of the project. I of course enjoy doing this. It's a lot of work to figure this out, but the thing is, I know that so far it's all working, I'm getting close to a point. You can see I have columns there where I think I need columns, and I will be sending this to the engineers fairly soon. I've sent them a basic idea. I told them not to start work yet until I've got everything pretty much tied down, but it's coming together pretty well. And what I've been looking at now are the roof structures and roof forms, trying to get it as efficient as I possibly can, and it looks like I'm getting it to work pretty well, where I will have a relatively simple roof structure over the new portions of the building, cleaning it up tremendously. So anyway, that's it. It's exciting to see, and it's coming together, and we'll just see how the project progresses. This is of course SketchUp, which we use all of the time for three-dimensional visualization work. It is about the best, most intuitive three-dimensional thinking tool that I've ever seen, and you can get it for free online too if you want to just play with it at home. And we use the professional version here that we pay for because we do commercial work with it. So that's it. That's where I'm stopping for today, and I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be carrying on with this next week. It is 5:34 p.m. on February the 5th, 2015, and I've shown you a little bit of SketchUp before, and I thought I'd show you a little bit here of AutoCAD. This is an intermediate school where I've had a very messy remodel to do. A building here that was added on, a gym built, another building built down there, and an old cafeteria here, and they desperately need to enlarge it because this district is growing tremendously. So we were hired to do the work, and I showed you a video a while ago of when I first went out and got on the roof, and this is AutoCAD. So this is what I'm doing here. After the other school that I just finished, I'm back on this school now and checking everything. I've got notes in here about ramps and risers where I'm calculating all of that out to make sure all of my accessibility requirements are met, fire code, everything like that. If I turn on everything, you can get an idea. There's a lot of data in here and a lot of information. So this is a plan file that in AutoCAD of course is drawn at full size, and we then use this and send the file to our engineers and our other consultants. On the left here you can see, possibly on the left up there, a number of buttons and toolbars. One of the things I've done over the years is to develop a whole customized system for AutoCAD with a variety of flyouts and toolbars that help us tremendously in doing our work and actually make AutoCAD quite a useful system. So we do the bulk of our work with AutoCAD using multiple XREFs. Some of you may know what an XREF is, but our system is extremely well organized that we can all be working in here on different aspects of this project simultaneously because of the way I've set up our system. So it's an extremely useful tool for this sort of work, and I'm in the kind of final stages of sorting out the last final sort of requirements for construction documents so we can finish this project. It has to be done in about 3 weeks' time. So I'm very busy on this, and the other one, the bid documentation was finalized today and accepted by the owner. It will be roaring ahead as it has to be constructed and built and finished by mid-August this year. This particular one, if it proceeds, will only proceed after May and won't have to be built in at such a quick pace as the other school I did. This will be an interesting one to see as well. A pretty plain building, but a lot of complexity to figure out here. So just wanted to show you a little bit of AutoCAD versus some of the SketchUp that I have shown you before.